You look strong and brave. Or at least capable. And resourceful. Did I mention that? Can I interest you in a job that involves much danger and requires a small group to complete? The pay is good, I assure you. Great. I'm sure you've heard of the Ascendant Order. They're rogue knights, pillaging and murdering in the name of their cause. 2 fanatical Ascendants in the western part of High Isle have been using dark magics to ensnare hapless wanderers. Defeat the Ascendant Executioner and the Ascendant Harrower, and free any prisoners they're tormenting. If you need a first-hand account of their wicked dealings, there's a survivor named Cian recovering down by the temple. Well, you look ready, and this job won't finish itself. Otherwise, why would I be in need of adventurers? The Ascendant Order is hungry for recruits. I suspect it's a join us or die sort of thing, but these 2 don't just kill the ones who refuse. They use prisons of shadow magic to drain their power first. By now, they must be very strong indeed. I work for House du Fort. We coordinate the efforts of High Isle's knightly orders, local lords, merchants, and even friendly druids to handle unusual problems. I act as a broker, matching up adventurers like you with jobs that need doing. Common? I wouldn't say that. But much of the archipelago is wilderness. There are parts of High Isle that have never really been settled. Venture away from the city, and you'll find hostile druids, dangerous beasts, dark knights, and more.
Who are you? Oh, sorry, I'm a little chumpy. It can happen if you've been through the sort of ordeal I've been through. You're going after them? I hope you're prepared. The Executioner and the Harrower imprisoned me and my friends when we refused to join them. I hope my friends are still alive. Although, they might not be the same after what's been done to them. The runic prison they put me in failed, and I wriggled out when they weren't looking. It's awful. The runes siphon life force from the victims. The pain is excruciating. I tried to get my friends out, but I couldn't. So I went for help.
The main road! I said we should take the main road!
Keep...
Thanks for freeing me. You don't know what it was like.
The pain... I've never felt anything like it.
I feel so weak. Thank you for getting me out of that horrible thing.
I'm going to teach you the error of your ways.
Serve the Order.
The Ascendant Order shall triumph!
Ascendant Order.
Move! Get out of there! Pathetic weaklings! Fight!
For the Ascendant Order.
Do you even know how to fight?
Gather!
Pathetic weaklings! Fight!
You've got the look of someone who's just seen a battle. Although I get that a lot from our hired adventurers, to be honest. You did well. My only regret is that you couldn't bring back their heads to console the families of those who already fell victim to those cruel fanatics. But their reign of terror is over now, isn't it? Your reward, brave hero. I'm afraid I don't have anything else for you at this moment. But check back with me later. I work for House Dufort. We coordinate the efforts of High Isle's knightly orders, local lords, merchants, and even friendly druids to handle unusual problems. I act as a broker, matching up adventurers like you with jobs that need doing. You look strong and brave, or at least capable, and resourceful. Did I mention that? Can I interest you in a job that involves much danger and requires a small group to complete? The pay is good, I assure you. The alchemist Bethis Romavel has asked us to find someone willing to harvest brine glands from hadalids while they're molting. My understanding is you can just scoop the glands out of their soft-shelled bodies. Who wouldn't want to do that? There's a hadalid molting ground south of Coral Cliffs on Amanos. Be careful. It's guarded by a fierce matron. You'll have to kill her to procure the glands. Anyway, you can find Bethis Romavel in the crafting hall if you want to know more. No need to worry about your pay. House Dufort always has coin for mercenaries who keep up their end of the deal. And come back alive, of course. Ever have soft-shelled mud crab with a side of melted butter? Hadalids are like that after they molt, but without the butter. So a big, strong, bad-tempered hadalid that isn't molting guards the others while they're vulnerable. That's the matron.
If they have the properties they're purported to possess, then the enchantment of the olfactory senses must... Ah, sorry. Hello there. I'm afraid I was lost in my thoughts. May I help you? Oh? Is that what you've come to me for? I suspect it might be possible to extract a potent stimulant from hadolid tissues, but the brine glands are usually irretrievable. When their shells are soft, however, the glands can be harvested intact. Yes, well, they're quite large and rather dangerous. Otherwise, I would simply go collect a sample for myself. But I've been told there are plenty of adventurers on High Isle willing to assist my research by facing angry hadolids for coin.
I trust you bring good news? Or at least not disastrous news? Excellent work. Hopefully digging the brine glands out of those shelled monsters wasn't as slimy and disgusting as it sounded. Blech. Here's your reward. On behalf of House Dufort and alchemists everywhere, thank you. I'm afraid I don't have anything else for you at this moment. But check back with me later. If you're looking for hard work for good pay, you've come to the right place. The tasks I dole out require as many strong arms as you can muster. But you appear capable of gathering a group. Can I offer you a job? A local lord's having trouble with a pair of Eldertide Theurges who took over land he owns on Aminos. They ran off his retainers and they barricaded themselves behind natural defenses. Apparently the Druids are excavating the property. The Eldertide Theurges are searching for geodes that focus the natural magicka of the earth. Lord Philippe wants someone to deal with them and bring back any geodes they've found. He's here in town if you need to know more. What do you say? I expect you'll be in for a tough fight, so be prepared. Good luck to you, adventurer! The Eldertide Circle refuses to recognize the authority of any lord who doesn't embrace Druid ways, and they simply hate mainlanders. I don't know what the Theurges want with the stones under Lord Philippe's lands, but it can't be good.
Let's go.
Let the one who stole my steel pay with blood.
This is terrible. Just terrible. I've been dispossessed of property my family has owned for generations. No one seems able to punish the Druids responsible. Please tell me you've been hired to take care of my Eldertide troubles. My family owns the mineral rights to a remote site on Aminos. A few months back, I hired a scryer to study its mining potential. She sent strange stones there that seem to amplify earth magic. But the Eldertide Circle was watching us. 2 Eldertide Theurges moved in. They claimed the Isle's geodes rightly belonged to Druids, and started reshaping the land with their magic to bring them up. They drove off my people, and they've killed anyone trespassing on the site since.
We can reshape these islands with the strength of these stones.
Riding with you is never dull. Lay on! I'm wounded! Stendarr, save me! I'm not dead! Thanks!
Defy us!
Move your feet! Get moving! No! Not like this! That's sure to leave an impression. None have bested us. Focus your mind. Stay with me.
I need to adjust to a lighter jug.
You have saved many lives by ending Vox's threat. What you did was good and right.
You've got the look of someone who's just seen a battle. Although I get that a lot from our hired adventurers, to be honest. Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The druids of the Eldertide Circle detest mainlanders, and some of them are very powerful spellcasters, too. Here, your reward. I'm afraid I don't have anything else for you at this moment, but check back with me later. Care to take on a job that requires a group of like-minded individuals, such as yourself? It could be dangerous, but it pays well. Can I tell you about the task, my friend? Ever see a Soul Razor Knight? It's an animated suit of armor fueled by necromantic magic. And the biggest one anyone's ever heard of threatens priests on pilgrimage near Steadfast Manor. It's called the Sable Knight. The priests want it destroyed. The Sable Knight leaves necromantic energy wherever it goes. You'll need cleansing water to dispel the dark pools in the Knight's area. Fortunately, Priestess Nyrona at the temple gave me a vial. She can tell you more about it. Still interested? Well, you look ready, and this job won't finish itself. Otherwise, why would I be in need of adventurers? It's not really my area of expertise, but I presume you just hit it until it stops moving? And given the fact that the Sable Knight animates the bodies of its victims with necromantic power, I'd appreciate it if you didn't join its little army.
Water bearing is murder on the neck.
I sense that you carry the cleansing water I gave to Paris Plouffe. Go with care, hero. Any Soul Razor Knight is a fearsome foe, but the Sable Knight is one of the first and most powerful of its kind. I will pray for you. According to legend, a necromancer conjured the armor to help her in battle. She died shortly after the spell was complete, leaving the Sable Knight unshackled and uncontrolled. Ever since, it's wandered the land, spreading dark magic. Yes, the Sable Knight does not speak. It is entirely possible that it does not even think. But it seems drawn to attack servants of the Divines and despoil their sacred places. A remnant of the dark will of its creator, perhaps.
Riding with you is never dull. Lay on!
Glad to see you've returned. And unmaimed, too. Well, mostly. How did it go? Of course you did. I had great confidence in you. Let's hope the Sable Knight's horrible curse is broken for good. Take this, with the gratitude of House Dufort. I'd say you've more than earned it. I'm sure we'll find more threats to the sisters soon. Just not at this very moment.
I need to invest in a lighter jug.
Care to take on a job that requires a group of like-minded individuals, such as yourself? It could be dangerous, but it pays well. Can I tell you about the task, my friend? Fawns are usually peaceful. Well, not murderous anyway. But there's a vale north of All Flags Islet where hunters go in and don't come out. It belongs to a fawn lord known as Glamaios Wildhorn. He's hunting the hunters, and it's got to stop. Wildhorn's most recent victims were minor nobles. If you find their remains, bring back their signet rings. Cold comfort for the families, but better than nothing. The noble's guide, a hunter named Marwig, can tell you more. He's by the docks. No need to worry about your pay. House Dufort always has coin for mercenaries who keep up their end of the deal. And come back alive, of course. Fawns are fickle. They're protectors of nature, but usually they aren't vicious. Wise hunters steer clear of their lands, but Wildhorn is more aggressive than most. Be careful. A fawn lord can turn the forest itself against intruders.
Ready to ride.
What do you want?
Sorry, Mainlander. I'm not guiding any more hunters into High Isles wilderness until I know there isn't a murderous horned monster stalking me while I'm stalking game. I warned them it was too dangerous to venture into Wildhorn's Vale. Hunters have gone missing in that area before. But my clients had heard about a valley full of game, and they insisted. Wildhorn trapped us like lambs, closed the path behind us. The Fawn Lord commands the forest spirits. Spriggans answered Wildhorn's call. I only got away by scrambling up a rock face the others couldn't climb. My advice, wear something thick enough to protect against thorns, claws, and hooves.
Let's go. Let's go.
I trust you bring good news? Or at least not disastrous news? Fine work. I know Wildhorn started out by protecting his veil, but once a fawn gets a taste for killing, he won't stop until he waters the forest with the blood he spills. Here's your payment, as promised. House Dufort appreciates your hard work for the people of the Sisters, and your eagerness for another fight. But I've got nothing for you just yet. Care to take on a job that requires a group of like-minded individuals, such as yourself? It could be dangerous, but it pays well. Can I tell you? The Stone Lore Circle asked for help. A sea elf zealot named Serpent Caller Vincia is meddling with native snakes in the hills east of All Flags Island. She warps them with Mauimer magic, making them dangerously aggressive. We need to stop her. Not quite. The druids also asked us to retrieve the serpent eggs that Vincia is altering with her magic. Bring them back here, and try not to drop any. If you have any other questions, seek out a druid named Farrell. He's in Gonfalon Square. I expect you'll be in for a tough fight, so be prepared. Good luck to you, adventurer. I couldn't say for sure, but sea elves have an affinity for serpents and breed them for war. Or so I hear. And they hate pretty much everyone else. Perhaps Vincia is looking for new weapons to unleash against the people of the Sisters.
It is a great city, is it not? But my heart is heavy for those people who never venture outside these walls. Neither man nor mer are meant to separate themselves from the natural world. How can I help you? Vincia is a fanatical priestess, driven by visions of the serpent god of Satakal. When my circle discovered what she was doing to the shy serpents under her control, we confronted her. But she turned them against us and drove us away. The serpents Vincia corrupts are rather rare. Each egg is precious. They must be retrieved and cleansed of her unnatural influence, if it is possible. I'll tend to that once you return the eggs to the broker.
Another find for your pack.
How dare you disturb us! Strike, Sacred One!
Freeze their blood! Satchel, grant me your shadow! Deep, sacred one! I'm not dead! Satchel, grant me your shadow! Destroy my pet! Sacred rites of Satchel are not for you! Rise!
I'm right here. Stay focused.
Bright sacred ones, freeze their blood! Satchel, grant me your shadow! Bright deep sacred ones! Grant me your shadow! Bright sacred ones, freeze their blood! Bright, deep, sacred ones!
Glad to see you've returned. And unmaimed, too. Well, mostly. How did it go? That's a relief. High Isle serpents are dangerous enough without strange sea elf enchantments. And you didn't drop any of the eggs. That I see, anyway. The druids will be happy to see balance restored. Your reward, hero. I'm sure we'll find more threats to the sisters soon. Just not at this very moment.